I'm back. Hello there to you Greggles, and welcome back to my YouTube channel with me, The Greg Who Lived. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a costume from HalloweenCostumes.co.uk, and you do not want to miss it. You may have seen from the beginning what is in store, but keep watching to find out what HalloweenCostume.co.uk have sent me and just how good it is. Of course, before we begin, I'd just like to say thank you for all of you who have subscribed. I now just need 1,000 watch hours, which is crazy to think that this time last year I didn't even have 400 watch hours. So I am incredibly grateful for all of you that have been watching my videos. If you could just keep watching, we're nearly there, and hopefully we will hit the 4,000 target very soon. As well, don't forget on my Instagram page, you can find me at The Greg Who Lived, where I currently have a giveaway where you can win some Dumbledore's Army medallions. And like always, it is a worldwide giveaway, so anyone and everyone is able to enter, and I pay all the postage. So it's completely free. Just a lot of fun, hopefully spreading some magic within the Harry Potter community during these crazy times. If for any reason you haven't already subscribed, then don't worry, you can subscribe at the end of this video, where I'll also be posting some links to some previous videos I've done and some playlists that have some great videos in just for you. But now let's dive into the video, and it is a really fun video which I've actually been meaning to do for a very long time. It's in partnership with HalloweenCostumes.co.uk, who I have worked with a number of times now, bringing you things like Luna's lion hat. I also worked on the Severus Snape costume that they sent me for my last Halloween look. They always send me really good products. I've always had a really good time with them. But like I always say, this is a gifted video. So although the products within the video were free and were gifted to me, all the opinions are very much my own. And if any of my other videos are to go by, you definitely love it when I'm honest, so hopefully you will appreciate that in this video, and you can see exactly what they sent me. So like I said before, I have been meaning to film this video for quite a long time. It so happened that when I first got approached with the idea, we were waiting for something to get delivered, and then I got something else delivered as well, but it turned out that was missing a part, so it's just been a bit of a wait to try and get all of this together. But now I have all the parts, I have the full costume, and I can make this video just for you. So as I said earlier, HalloweenCostume.co.uk or .com are a brilliant company that I worked with a lot of different times, and their costumes are always really well crafted, really well made, and they suit a range of sizes from small, medium, large, extra large. They do male and female cut clothing, they do children's outfits, they do a huge range. So it's definitely worth taking a look, and if you were interested in anything in this video, or just to have a look at their whole range, then I will pop their link in the description just below and you can check them out. But they've always done really brilliant costumes and a lot to do with the Harry Potter and Wizarding world. And so in this video, we are going to be taking a look at the Gryffindor Quidditch robes, the Nimbus 2000 miniature model, and to nearly complete my range, I've also been sent the Gryffindor braces, which go with the Slytherin ones and the Ravenclaw ones, which I've previously had, and they allow you to get some fantastic looks. Of course, I'm going to leave the big finish to the end, so let's start with the Gryffindor braces, which come at £9.99 here in the UK, but also they have a deal right now and they actually have them for £5.99. So if you ever wanted some Hogwarts house braces, now is definitely the time to get them. But here they are, and they come in the classic Gryffindor colours. We've got this quite dark red or maroon, and the almost gold yellow sort of stripes that match the house ties as well. This is the packaging, and they're actually called suspenders, but suspenders, braces, same thing. It allows you to keep your trousers up, and they look really cool, quite vintage, and they'll allow you to wear a lot of different clothes but with a bit of a Harry Potter or Hogwarts house twist. And as I say, I have had the Ravenclaw ones and the Slytherin ones, which have both been brilliant. The Ravenclaw ones sort of give me a dapper, intellectual Ravenclaw look. And for the Slytherin ones, I use them in a Draco TikTok I made. And so for these ones, I'm thinking of doing some more vintage looks, maybe Harry vintage looks, I'm not entirely sure, but these are going to be absolutely brilliant. I love the packaging because it's just card, easy to recycle, just dispose of that quite easily, and they don't take up a lot of room, but they're just fantastic. And what happens is you have two different types of clasps. So you have these ones at the front, which will go onto the back of your trousers, and then you also have these ones here, which are slightly different clasps, and they go to the front of your trousers, then they go over your shoulders, and they just kind of keep everything holding up. Hopefully you don't need too much holding up, it's more of an aesthetics kind of thing, but as I say, perfect for vintage looks, especially with a Hogwarts look. But there is no reason you couldn't wear these in day-to-day wear if you like to be dapper in your day-to-day activities. I have never ever had a problem with these. I've still got the other two pairs now. They do exactly what you want them to. They're adjustable, they're a lot of fun, and I think for £9.99 or £5.99 as they currently have them, I think it is a brilliant price. They're official, they are Harry Potter, they're licensed, so I just think they're a really fun product. And what tops it all off as well is they also come with the Gryffindor crest, just in case people don't quite get what Hogwarts house you're in. The item which took a long time to get here was what's coming up next, and it is a fun item. It is classed as a miniature because I think it's supposed to be for a younger audience. However, when I saw it, I definitely wanted one, and that's because it is the Nimbus 2000. But as you can see, it is quite small. You probably can't see it, and I can't quite get it completely in frame. However, I will be showing you it later on in the video. But it is a really well sculpted broom. It's got all the details of the tail twigs, and it's even got the stand, which you can move up and down as well. It's got details all on the handle of the broom, and of course it's even got the Nimbus 2000 at the end as well. And this retails for £22.99, which I suppose, you know, is quite expensive for, I guess, what essentially is a prop. However, I think children would absolutely love to have this to go with their Quidditch costume, and we all know that carrying around a broom is not always the easiest. So if you are going to a fancy dress party when we're not in COVID, or if you're just doing a cosplay, this could be a fun alternative. And there's nothing to say as well that you couldn't photograph this and enlarge it on Photoshop to try and capture the same sort of magic effect as having a real size one. I think it's just a really fun object, and actually I have thought about suspending it from my ceiling, but I haven't entirely figured it all out yet. But I think the paint job of this is brilliant. It is a bit of fun. I've definitely spent more money on things which haven't been as good. I think the details of it, like the Nimbus 2000, are screen accurate, and come on, it's a broomstick. Who doesn't love a broomstick? But here we are for the main event, which is this Quidditch Seeker uniform, which is so just awesome. I could not believe it when I saw they had it on the website. I've always wanted the Seeker costume, and one thing to remember is with halloweencostume.co.uk, it might not be the most screen accurate. They're doing it at a more affordable price than what the films could, you know, generate and produce. So these might not be the most screen accurate, but I think for parties, or if you're just a beginner in cosplay and you're not too bothered about having 100% screen accuracy, then something like this is really fun. However, it does come at quite a hefty price tag. However, that's because it has so much in it, and actually the amount of fabric and the craftsmanship which has gone into each piece, I will obviously show you bit by bit, but I think you can agree that it is a well-made item, and if I was to make something like this, it would probably cost me about £400 with the amount of hours, stress, labour, tears that would go into it. So I think you do have to weigh that up sometimes. Even though things might be quite expensive, you do have to think, well, if I was to do that myself, could I do it with the same amount of money? Personally, I don't think I could, because I realised obviously I was gifted this. However, I think if it was something that I was going to wear a lot and I was going to do a lot of photo shoots with it, I wouldn't mind paying the price. But what do we get inside? This set includes a hooded robe, the sweater, gloves, arm guards and goggles, which I have been incredibly excited about. The goggles in particular, I quite like a costume with goggles, sort of that steampunky look. I think is quite cool, and I couldn't really find the goggles anywhere else. They did sell them separately on a few different websites, but they're only the kids ones, and I was scared that they were going to end up about this big, so I wanted to get some proper ones, and these do not disappoint. But like I said before, the sizes here come in extra small, small, medium, large, or an extra large. And I got a medium size. Most of my clothes are a UK medium. I am 6 foot, but I'm quite slender. But I go for a medium rather than a small, just because I'm a bit gangly and I need it to fit me. So let's open this up and see the contents and what we think. Also, as a side note, really good to notice that all of this is recyclable and even has the logos on it as well. So brilliant job there. Ooh, bits falling out everywhere. Let's start off with my favourite bit, which is, as I said, the goggles. And these are plastic lenses. I believe that everything in here is plastic. There's no real leather, there's no real wool. So if you are allergic to any of those things, or you are vegan, this is still a fantastic costume for you and something that you can buy and use. Come with an adjustable strap, which is going to be really good. So it fits a range of sizes if you've got a lot of hair. I know that I don't, but if I did, they'd still fit me. And we've even got the little warning sticker on them still, which I'll peel off there. And what I love about them is, I think these are quite accurate to what is in the film. They might not be 100%, but for a photo or for a Comic-Con or something like that, they definitely fit the bill. And I love all the details that are on them, especially the little golden snitches, which are embroidered on the side. And yeah, you get those on both, which is what makes this as well a Seeker outfit. And actually, I've only just noticed as well, they actually have a H for Hogwarts in the middle. So I'm actually finding a lot of details on them that I didn't know there were, which is always great. And so obviously I can try them on. Let's adjust this. There we go. So they're very comfortable. Obviously it's clear plastic, so you can see straight through them. They don't obscure your vision. You can still see out of them very clearly and very comfortable. Next up, we've got the Quidditch Sweater or jumper, however you like to call it, pullover, who knows. But here it is, and this I believe as well is acrylic. Let me just check. This is 100% polyester, so it's all plastic, and straight away it's definitely not itchy. I found that I actually prefer acrylic or polyester jumpers. I don't find them that itchy. They still last me a very long time and they're very durable. And so something like this I think will be extremely comfortable. This looks very similar to the ones that you can now get at the Platform 9 3/4 shop, or you could do in London before COVID. However, this looks really good. The colours look accurate. The knit of the sweater looks really good as well, if you can just see it up close. So it does look very screen accurate. It looks a very quite large, oversized, which they always have in the films. And it's even got the Gryffindor patch here. Now looking at this closer, I'm not sure if this does replicate what's in the films. It might be something that HalloweenCostume.co.uk have come up with within their design team as something to sort of mimic what's in the film. But the embroidery is still really, really good. We've got Gryffindor at the bottom. It's got the cute little line, and the colours are all correct as well. I think it is a very good looking jumper, very similar to the ones in the film, and can't wait to try this on. Would it be a game of Quidditch if there weren't bludgers flying around? And so of course you need to keep safe, and that's exactly what these are for. So these are the arm guards, I believe, and watch me put these on the wrong way. There's one, and there is two. I do feel a little bit like a gladiator with these on. I feel like I'm about to go fight a lion or something. How far down do they go? Okay, I have got them on the right way, but they look very comfortable. They feel very comfortable, and they've got all the stitching detail that the original ones do. Again, these are in plastic, so still going to be waterproof and quite durable. And what's really good as well is they've got Velcro, so if you do want to just take them off quite easily, you can do that. But to go with these, we do have the gloves, which you can see just here. These I'm not so sure about. These look quite quickly made. If you can just see them up close, the fingers aren't all completely equal, and some of the patches aren't quite in the middle of the fingers. This is what they look like from the back, but they do have all the correct stitching in. So I can try them on to make sure I get the right hands. Okay. Oh, no, fingers gone the wrong hole. We have one. So this is what they look like here. But actually when you've got them on, they feel really comfortable. And actually the patches are all in the correct places. These are straight onto my palms, and all the finger ones are in the right place. They are surprisingly really comfortable. And we can see that they're all made from the same colour plastic, so they all match. And I'm kind of pleasantly surprised. I didn't think they were going to be that good. Really comfortable. I can still move all my hands. They're not restrictive. Means I can still be animated if I'm going to take pictures or, you know, actually play Quidditch. But no, they seem to be really fun. I think they look okay. Yeah, not too bad. Of course, last of all, we have the robe. Now I know that a lot of different sites actually sell this robe. There is one you can get from the Wizarding World theme park, which was more of a Prisoner of Azkaban to the later films Quidditch look. And I know that Cine Replicas do one which is very similar, and you can actually get your name put on the back. This one actually takes on the look of the Quidditch robes from the first two Harry Potter films. This is the robe, and it comes with the detailing, which does up at the front. We've got another one of the Gryffindor logos, which matches the one which was on the sweater from earlier. And not only that, we've got the hood, which is the correct shape. Looks really big, really baggy. Did they ever put their hoods up? Not really. I think we only got one match where it rained, so maybe that's why. But they are enormous, but really cool. Really interesting design. And of course the inside is gold to complement the red of the outside. The outside material is plastic once again, but it's quite coarse, whereas the inside feels quite felty, it's quite soft. So nice that they've used a mix of materials. I think it looks, again, really good. It's not going to be 100% accurate like the films, but I think it is a fantastic and actually really well-made cloak. Looking at the bottom, it is all hemmed perfectly. The stitching colours are great. It's got really good seams. It's got no loose threads. I think it's really cool. But of course, it's not just fun looking at it here. We've got to try it on. And because we're going for the Seeker look, the Quidditch robe look from the first two films, I've got some boots on just here, and I've also got some cream chinos which kind of mimic the ones that Harry wears in the film. But now let's put the costume on. And so here we have the finished costume, which I think is brilliant. I absolutely love it. The cloak fits me really well. It's just the right length. The arms are very billowing. I really like the arm guards. The gloves, I think I'll admit, aren't the best made, but I think they give you the look of the costume. And I really, really like the sweater underneath. I think once you have this kind of out the way, and particularly with my own trousers, it does give you that Quidditch look from the first two films. I particularly love the goggles as well, which you of course can wear. And I think that a lot of detail and hard work has gone in to making this costume. I did say it does have quite a big price tag, but I know that with a lot of time and paying for all the materials, I don't necessarily know that I could make this as well and for a time, especially things like these protectors, the gloves, and especially the goggles. I know that a lot of people in the cosplay community have made their own, and I'm sure there are a lot of DIY videos, and if you were interested in making your own, you definitely could. However, for those of you that aren't that creative, you don't enjoy making costumes, and you do just want a quick access to a Quidditch costume, I think this is perfect. And of course, to complete the look, it would not be complete without a broomstick. And hopefully, despite my size, this one is still gonna work, but who knows? There's only one way to find out, but you're not gonna see that in this video. But now that I'm all set, there's only one thing I'm missing, and that would be the golden snitch. Oh, wait, here it is. Let's play Quidditch. And so there we have it, the Halloween costume, Gryffindor Seeker Quidditch robes. And I have absolutely loved reviewing these. Hopefully when the weather isn't as miserable as it currently is here in the UK, I'm going to be able to take some incredible pictures of this costume, of me in this costume. And a few points to note, that obviously this doesn't come with the trousers or the shoes, but the ones that I've used for the purpose of this video were super cheap. Quidditch is a bit rough, so maybe some second-hand things might come in perfectly. However, the costume parts that you can get, I think are absolutely brilliant, and in particular, I love the cloak, and I really, really love the jumper and the goggles. I will admit the gloves are a bit iffy in places, but overall, I think they give you the good look of Quidditch gloves. They give you that fake leather look, and overall, I think it is a really brilliant costume. One thing I probably should have done before filming this was give the costume an iron. Because of the fabric, it is plastic, it creases quite easily, but it also irons easily. So do remember, if you do get this costume or any similar, to put it on a gentle setting, as it is plastic, it's not wool, and you don't want to melt your Quidditch costume just before a party or a big game. I would once again like to say a massive thank you to halloweencostume.co.uk and .com for sending me these gifted items. Hopefully it has produced a fun video for you. I hope you've really enjoyed watching me put this incredible costume on. I don't know about you, but right now I am ready to play a game of Quidditch, and lucky for me that I have just found the golden snitch. So we are all set to play. And with that, we come to the end of this video, but don't forget to turn your notification bell on, and that way you'll be reminded of any future videos that I bring out. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button at the bottom, and you can also catch up on some of my previous videos either up here or in this playlist. This has been me, Thegregwholived, signing off, and I'm off to play a game of Quidditch. Stay safe, stay magical, until next time. Bye!